who's gorged himself on a series of substandard opponents. Those were just a couple of the questions being asked about 20-year-old Naseem Hamed as he challenged a very experienced Italian Vincenzo Belcastro for his European bantamweight title.
Second round, round one.
So then this is the big chance and certainly the big test for the southpaw Naseem Hamed, the man full of confidence in the leopard trunks there, and his seconds are also attired in the same stuff, and a good old pro here, Vincenzo Belcastro, 33, and could be looking 34 any minute. I think that's the first knockdown, isn't it, that he's had in his career, Belcastro. He's certainly never been counted out.
It was a good shot, Reggie's legs, even after he got up, looked a little bit shaky. That was a lovely shot from Naseem. He's every bit as confident for this one as he was for his six-rounders.
That's an incredible start. I certainly didn't think he could do that early on. Why not? He did. That's what it's about. 11 on the turn now, 10 stopped, but nowhere near this class of opponent who defeated Britain's Drew Doherty in Scotland, the European Championship defence of, and this is his 4th championship defence, the Italian. So now we're really going to find out, not the greatest of punches, Belcastro, but he's a hard little nut, or he has been. I don't know whether they continue like this.
Well, putting him in the deck, Reg, with the very first punch of the fight, I mean, that's excellent stuff from Hamed.
Now he's gone orthodox for the time being. No, it's changed again. No, what? Don't know what he is now. I've got no idea. No, he just swings around, changes it. Most unpredictable.
The thing against Belcastro, he can afford to take chances, but Belcastro, very few stoppages on his record. He's not a big puncher. He's very strong. Normally good aggressive fighter, but not getting a chance to be here.
No, he's chasing shadows at the moment. We're all trying to really judge Hamed by going a few rounds, and we haven't really had to see that because the opposition really hasn't given him too much of a test.
Well, Castro's going to have to try and set the rhythm here, because if he tries to react to Naseem, I don't think he has the reflexes to match him. He's going to have to set the rhythm and try and dictate the pace a little bit.
Well, he keeps saying, I'm the prince about to be king. Precocious young gentleman, but I tell you what, he's backed up his boast all the time, Jim, hasn't he? I give him credit.
Well, I've never been able to judge just how good he is, Reg, because of the standard he's been boxing, and he's had no senior amateur career. But as I say, what a start in this one. First punch of the fight, Belcastro's on the floor.
He hardly had any senior contest at all in the amateurs, but he won as much as he could, certainly, Naseem Hamed. Represented England youth captain, all that kind of thing. And last points decision was the majority against Dean Pithy, who recently won the senior ABA, so he's always been in good class in the amateurs, but we were, well, just questioning whether he was going to be a great pro or not. What a round, eh? And doesn't he enjoy it? He didn't come in and vault the ropes this time. He stood there for what seemed ages while the photographers were trained on maybe the tripped over the top rope, and he's done that, actually. I've seen him do that by mistake, but he decided just to climb in on this one. And Brendan Ingle looking in, and let's have a look at that punch now, Jim.
Well, perfect start, Reggie. You know, you couldn't have written a better start for Hamed, although bubbling with confidence, although it needed the confidence, but there you are, bang, straight over. And well, Belcastro got up, you could see his legs were still twitching a little bit. It was a good shot, it wasn't just a little flash knockdown. He led with a southpaw jab and then came right forward with the left hand, got his weight behind it, bang, bang onto the chin.
Yeah, he's got a lot of reach, hasn't he, in that? Bit of a calming influence there in Hamed's corner. Now there's an old pro too, Marco Agostino in Italian's corner. So after this will be, well, unknown territory really for Hamed. It's only been this distance once, but the way it's going, he could fight all night, Jim. He's certainly in control. He's hardly been hit with solid punches anyway.
The fact that Belcastro hasn't managed to put him even under any pressure. He's going to be as fresh as a daisy. He's complaining to the referee there about Naseem shoving him again.
Left hook, yeah. Oh, he whacks that in, doesn't he? Well, I think he means it a bit this round too.
Belcastro clinging on there, Reg.
See, now he's looking very orthodox all of a sudden, Hamed, and when he does that, he's very effective.
Well, whenever he decides to go to work again, he's doing as he pleases and he's using his power. This has been a hard round for Belcastro so far.
That's a real rib breaker, that left hook to the body. He's done it. The referee warned him for pushing again there, Jim. He might take a point away there. And rough it up a bit too when needed, Hamed.
Yeah, he is strong. I mean, he has a good strong pair of legs. He'll probably go into featherweight eventually. And very sturdy, and I would reckon a good chin as well.
Oh dear, that's trying to do a bit of Sugar Ray Leonard maybe, but I think Charlie Chaplin did just as well.
There has been absolutely no weakness that Belcastro could expose, so his only hope is that Naseem for some reason runs out of steam, but there's certainly no sign of that either. He hasn't slowed and still not making any mistakes.
I hear the corner there, quite rightly saying don't get complacent to Hamed. Hey, but backing off there, a fella of himself. Solid wax there, Jim. When he stands his ground there, Hamed.
Yeah, he's got some natural power. When he moves in with his shots, he really gets power. Those body shots are particularly good. But again, full credit to Belcastro, never stops trying.
Oh, well, yes, referee saying no, we don't need all that, thank you, quite rightly so. Bit too much of that the wrestling touch getting into boxing, and the referee warning him about it.
Don't blow your nose, don't blow it. No, you're all right. There's a mark on you. You must deep breathe. Give us a drink, Brendan. Right up.
Not a mark on you, said Brendan England. He's right. Give us a drink. I don't know what he means for him or the boxer. Oh, he does for the boxer, just a gargle.
Working overtime.
And the gentleman on the outside there represents the boxing board of control in the corner. Jim?
Yeah, well, Hamed set himself a little bit more in that round, whipped some wicked-looking punches and used his power for maybe the first time in the fight. And again, had Belcastro all over the place. He just lost his foot in there, body weight too far back, got caught in the ropes, and down he went, but certainly nothing like a knockdown.
Second round, round 7.
Seventh round. What, we got 6-0 to Hamed, Jim?
Yep.
Rounds?
Yep, no problem. He's just doing exactly as he pleases.
He kept saying what a tough fight it was going to be, but as you say, if you can't catch the target area, there's no point in it. Really keeps missing Belcastro, but you can't blame him. It's all credit to Hamed.
Well, I'm surprised that he hasn't even been able to put him under any pressure. Hamed's just doing everything when he pleases and just how he pleases.
First time beyond 6 rounds now for Hamed. But as Jim Watt said, there's no sign at all really it's going to be sapping of any stamina because he's not under pressure enough anyway.
I think the only chance for Belcastro to get some results is if he just forgets about Hamed's head and just aims for the chest. If he just fires some straight punches towards the chest, at least he'll be hitting something probably, because little hope of him catching that chin cleanly. Well, that one got through.
Yeah, he was setting himself for it too, Hamed. Waited perfectly when we come in. Good variety of shots now. Led with an uppercut there, takes a bit of doing.
breaks a few rolls along the way as well, Hamed, you know, pulling and elbowing, and so he's going to be rough enough when the time comes, that's for sure.
Keep saying that, Brendan Ingle, Jim. You pick that up, don't get complacent, he's calling in the corner.
And it's quite the opposite, because now he's setting himself a little bit more on his feet and delivering the power in the punches. See, he's marked underneath the eye. I mean, Belcastro caught him with a full-blooded right hand just about a minute ago. Bang on the chin, and it didn't shake him in the slightest. It's the best punch that Belcastro's landed in the whole fight.
He's got a warning for dropping the head there. He's marked around the face a bit now, Belcastro, Jim, the left cheek.
Yeah, so is Hamed. He's got a little nick under his
And Hamed's got a left, yeah. Well, somebody's caught him there. It's just a clash of heads done that, I suspect.
Well, Hamed has the real go in this round, Reggie, but steadying Belcastro up. If he doesn't manage that, then it's maybe the first little test of character for him.
Well, he looks as though he wants to step it up again a bit here, Hamed. He's just pausing between punches, Jim. That's the only criticism you could offer at championship level. But as you say, he does it so effectively, he doesn't need to change it.
You can see the difference now when he's setting himself for the punches. He's whipping them, and these are good punches there, Hamed's throwing. Belcastro, very experienced, managed to block the body shots and his elbows. But nevertheless, they're good punches.
Belcastro, look, he just doesn't know what to do with him, Jim. He's waiting, hoping to catch him with a counter shot, but he won't lead to him, Hamed, until it suits him.
He throws him about as well, you know, he knows all the old tricks.
It's like a cat the way he flies in after the prey there, isn't he, Hamed? He's so fast once he thinks he's got him going.
Apart from being too quick for Belcastro, he's a little bit stronger as well, so there's nothing really Belcastro can offer here. He's just going to stick to his guns and hopefully go the distance. No signs yet of Hamed running out of steam.
Oh dear, now what's that all about? Oh, well, that's what they would do that to him in the amateurs. They once did that to him, but vaulting over the ropes in the amateurs, warned him.
He's a dogged little professional, Belcastro, though, isn't he? Never think going against him, he just sticks with it.
Yeah, he is.
Trying to get some success.
Tries to fight with a bit of pride there, Belcastro, but it's very frustrating. Oh dear, he's shoving away, pouring with a right-hand punch there. Have a quick word with Gary Newbon. He's got some news for us.
Yes, Reggie, the Italian corner have been arguing with the British Boxing Board of Control observer throughout the fight, and 2 rounds ago, confiscated from the Italian corner was some adrenaline-impregnated sponges, and they were much, much stronger than the substances that are allowed. So they are now in the possession of the British Boxing Board of Control.
Okay, there's have to strictly watch that. I don't quite know what advantage that would have, Jim, I'm sure.
Well, only if cuts, I suppose, Reg, but he hasn't been cut yet.
No, only 1 in 1,000 adrenaline is allowed.
Round 9.
Round 9 coming up. It was on the cards, Jim, that this may go 12, but after the first round knockdown, when the champion hit the deck, we thought maybe Hamed could take care of it. But you know, it's a big step for him, this, isn't it, to move from preliminaries at the championship with a tried and tested champion.
We'll never know, Reg, because if Hamed had gone for a first-round knockout, we don't know. He may have scored that because the Belcastro was shaking, and he certainly has the power to hurt him. He's shaken him a couple of times since. Breaks all the rules, Hamed. No holds and hits, follows through with the elbow. The referee should be a little bit stricter with him. But it augurs well when he goes in with the real hard guys. He's going to be as hard as they are.
Belcastro actually has been 12 rounds 14 times, Jim. The thing about Naz, as they call him around here, Jim, is he knows how to take his time and take a breather.
Well, I think that's all down to the confidence. He's never in a hurry to do anything.
Well, he got through with a punch there, Belcastro. That's a change. Didn't count for much. Oh, it was a good shot there. Rocked him right to the boots, that one.
Stopped him right in his tracks, and that's the best punch of the fight so far from Hamed. That was a scorcher.
He's hanging on too, Belcastro. That's a sign of experience. 10-year pro.
I mean, he actually runs in with a punch sometimes, Hamed.
Yeah, it's dangerous, actually. All sorts of clashes could happen.
Looking very weary now, Belcastro. That punch has knocked a lot of the resistance out of him.
Yeah, not the heart, but the physical resistance. Oh, fighting to the last, though. Give him full credit there, the champion. I admire him for that. Big round here again for Hamed in the 9th. He's done a bit more work here as well. Well, I didn't get in there very quickly. I would have thought he would have needed as much help as he could get there, Belcastro, but seemed to be all casual about it, Rocco Agostino. Vaseline on the hands there, that's what they use around the face a bit, on the back of the hand of the manager, but I've got the feeling there's not much they can say now, but look out, here he comes, and do your best. Jim?
Well, that was a beautiful punch. That really stopped him in his tracks. You could see the legs giving a little quiver. Straight onto the defence. There's nothing else he could do but survive, and he survived well.
Just get out and have a drink.
10 seconds, corners.
No, just go for Jack. Don't get complacent. Push him up. He will come out and have a go for a half a minute. Then you got to
Round 10.
Right, round 10. And Brendan Ingle warning Hamed there that Belcastro might come out for half a minute and have a go. He seems to, well, he didn't quite run out of gas, but he's full of frustration at the moment, the defending champion. 4th defence, and he looks like blowing it.
He's looking very hesitant now, Belcastro. He's actually, as though he's terrified to lead off. No confidence that what he throws is going to land.
The 8th game, actually, or the 9th, Hamed could have won that by a 10-8 margin, couldn't he?
Yeah, well, every round he's been doing exactly as he pleases.
Finnish and Austrian judges here to go with the referee, who does score in a European Championship. and not in world.
I mean, we said we would have been impressed if he beat Belcastro. But, I mean, he's totally outclassed him, if you like. Belcastro just can't get him pinned down at all.
He threw about 5 punches there, Belcastro, and none of them landed, Jim. Hit the air. Oh, that's the shot. That left hand uppercut, and then he whacks him around the ribs with it. Now the right hand lead. He's certainly either hand he can whack. But he's shoving again now.
You can even see the strength that Hamed has up close. I mean, he's pushing this little fellow around.
You know, sometimes, Jim, when he decides he wants to punch, he gets out of the blocks like Christie, doesn't he? He flies out there. I've never seen anybody do that. See, now he's weighing the situation up now. What shall I come at you with now, Hamed saying? Coming up to the end of the 10th. And the best punch is then almost on the bell.
But don't this time, Nat. Don't move all over the place. Just pick your feet, and then roll. Some people isn't talking to you. Use the thing, Danny. No, you're not able to turn them, all right.
Have a look at that, just come out the bell. The best 2 punches of the round, Jim. Look, there it goes.
That was a beautiful punch, yeah. I mean, not too many bantamweights in Europe would take those shots still standing. It's just reminds us how tough this little fellow is.
Vai avanti, vai indietro non conta, te ne sei accorto. È quello il sistema, e poi spararle il destro, dritto ma da vicino, da lontano non
What you're doing with him. Do you understand?
Seconds out, round 11.
11th round coming up of this European Bantamweight Championship. And Prince Naseem Hamed, says on his shorts to be king, there it is. Has certainly got this one well under control. Oh. Now this fella's never been stopped, and he's admitting that one. He didn't complain about that. He thought he'd been shoved a few times, but he knows he got tagged there at the start of the 11th. Now, if he's the first to stop Belcastro, that's a good performance. But there, as you see, that's pity he gets untidy at the finish like that, Ahmed. If we're moving into championship class.
Well, he just shaped up orthodox, Reg, and led with a straight right hand, banging the chin. As I say, very few European bantamweights will still be standing there.
What a gutsy guy, Belcastro. He knew he was in trouble there. Almost acknowledged it to the referee. So a minute gone in the 11th.
The referee should be a bit stricter the way Hamed's pushing him around. I mean, he's just grabbing and shoving him. There he's doing it again.
Yep, they are, Jim. He heard you there.
But he's been doing a little bit too much of that.
I think the local crowd, the bias there, they're booing the referee, not Hamed. He looks down, as you were saying earlier, Jim, down at the feet, then the gloves, then the eyes. He's the most unusual boxer I've seen. Do you think he's saying, Chris Eubank, eat your heart out with all this act that he's doing here?
Well, they do it at this level so early in his career, it's not bad, Reg.
considering it's the first time he's even been beyond 6 rounds, it's quite a performance against a well-tested man. We know the strength of him, beaten 3 British fighters, Drew Doherty, Ronnie Carroll and Billy Hardy. And in a way, Jim, he's let him off the hook a bit there. Looks like he had a chance to stop him. Would have been a real good performance. He's still got time to do it.
That's it again, Reg. It's as though he's not interested. I mean, in the first couple of rounds, it's as though he wanted the fight to last longer so as he could show up a bit more.
No, I think we've got to accept now, Jim. That's his style, and that's how it's going to happen. Oh, well, a little bit of come dancing we got now. Just nicked below the left eye there, kept that under control. It's not simply horseshoes in the gloves for luck.
Keep it again. Look at Penny again. Penny again. Don't blow your nose.
Have another look, Jim.
You see, he shaped up orthodox, looked for the target and just stepped in with a straight right cross, bang, right onto the chin, a beauty.
He was pleased with himself too, don't blame him. He thought he'd got him there, Hamed.
Again, full credit to Belcastro's toughness, but he just grabbed and pulled Hamed down with him then.
10 seconds, corners. Seconds out, 12 and last round.
Final round then. A bit of a victory dance already there with Naseem Hamed. And referee Bob Lowe, just a Belgian, has been sweating pretty heavily here, having to work these very fast movers. Taking a bit of pausing between punches at times, perhaps promising a little bit more than he produced, but when he did produce from Hamed, he looked the business. Good gutsy guy, the Italian too, 33 years old. But it looks as though the fourth defence now will be his final one, Belcastro, unless something sensational happens here, but he's not known for his punching power anyway, the Italian. Oh, well, no, he's just having a little bit, doing the business there. Not necessary, Jim, maybe I'm old-fashioned. What do you think?
No, he's doing what he likes, Reg. He's entertained us for 11 rounds, so let him do what he likes.
Oh, well, waving to his mates in the back of the arena, maybe. Well, he's saying real professional now, Brendan Ingalls, so maybe he agrees with me. I can hear him calling that out in the corner. But he looks so much better, Jim, when he wants to do the business properly.
Yeah, well, he's shown plenty of edge in the first 11 rounds, and I think he'll settle down in the last minute or so in this round. Put a clincher on a perfect performance.
You know, you've got to deal with other champions. One of the best champions around at any weight, Orlando Canizale, is a Texan. He can fight, as we know. And if he wants to move into that company, and certainly American promoter Don King's already showing a bit of interest in him with his tie-up with Frank Warren, the promoter, who's right in the centre of the picture in the ring there and calling out to him.
See, he's had his little lark about, now he's getting some decent punches in.
Certainly got a few bruises of battle now, Belcastro. That's one of those hit me if you can finish. Well, you either love it or loathe it, Jim. You've got to make up your mind with this fella.
I don't like to see boxers
neither do I.
could do with it. I think he's going over the score a little bit now.
Yeah.
Dancing and bobbing about is okay, but you don't want to
show a bit of respect to a
try to
champion.
degrade another fella. No,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't think he'd like anybody doing it to him, Jim, if he was under pressure, I mean.
Well, I think of nothing else, but Belcastro deserves respect. You should show him some.
Oh dear, I really could do without this. Don't ring us, we'll ring you. So it is Brendan Ingle sending over to the other corner to shake hands with the Italian. There's a formality of a verdict from the judge, 2 judges and the referee here.
And we have a unanimous decision. Judge Walter Scholl scores the contest 119-110.
Only lost
Judge
one round
Pentti Rotinen scores the contest 120-107.
Didn't lose a
Referee
round
Bob
on that one.
Logish scores the contest 120-109. All
There it is. You
3
can't win
in
it bigger
favour
than that,
of
can
the
you?
new bantamweight champion of Europe, Prince Naseem Hamed.
He's different, okay. A flawless performance. Duke McKenzie, give us the pros view of the Prince.
I would say at this stage of the game, he's pretty exciting. He's pretty good for boxing. It's a lot of enthusiasm, and you know, where does he go from here, Jim? That's the question.
That's right. Let's go back to Chris Pyatt.